Hello guys, here is a short video regarding for the lab number 2. The first part we're just gonna explain what the breadboard that we use to connect our electric circuit, and then we talk about how to read the resistor's code to identify the resistor's value. So here's to be familiar with the lab equipment we have. Here's the motherboard that breadboard that we use to connect our element. And here is the power supply that we use it to connect our circuit or to energize our element. Here is the sources for the DC source. And here's one kind of the digital multimeter where it has the option to measure even the current to scales or to measure the resistors or voltage. So this is the digital multimeter, and they give you the options here to measure volt, current, and resistors, even AC or DC. Okay. We have in the lab another type of the digital multimeters here. So now first we're talking about the breadboard that we use to connect it, which basically, if you can look at it, for example, the line they are blue and they are red, basically listed those the up row they are the same point, usually to connect the power supply to your circuit, and then it has 2 or 3 parts depending about the breadboard. So we have here is the part of my breadboard that listed as the columns as the numbers, as a row here as letters. Okay, here is the letter, here is the one sections, second sections, and third sections. We have 3 sections this one. So in those 3 sections, that's the mainly we use to connect our electrical circuit. How those points they are connected together. Basically, the numbers, which means the columns, they are independent. So means every point here is totally independent in the neighbor point or the neighbor columns. However, the letters listed here, every columns represent one single point. Another word, this point, it is the same point in this one, the same point in this one, the same point in this one. So usually we use this one to connect multiple element in the same point, what we call it node. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, so now the second part here is what we call the resistors code. Resistor code, as they listed in the lab manual, the small resistance value or even the small size. Here is the size that we have, for example, in our resistors here. Here, as you can see it, a small one. So it is hard to write the number or the value of the resistors here. So they do it as a code. So I'll base it in the band that listed in the resistor itself, that you can read those band you can use those band to identify the resistor's value. So just for the simplicity, every colors, it has a meaning or it has a number equivalent to it. So here is to keep it everything in basic, I will use a 3 first band. Start from the left to the right. So we're gonna start from the left to the right. What those three bands? The first one and the second one to identify the resistor's value, and the third one represent the multiplications or the power, how we multiply by power to the 10. Okay, so let's see here an example for that. Let's see our resistors here. Our resistors here, it has a color green from the left to right. It has a green. Where is my pen? Okay, it has a green and brown and brown. Okay, let's go to the the code charge. The brown, the green listed 5, brown 1. So the first letter is green 5, the second one is 1. So I have 51. That's the resistor's value. And the third one is brown as well. The brown as well mean multiplications. 1, that means multiply by 10. So basically, this one is 510. That's the value for this resistor. To confirm this value, it is right value or not, let's use the digital multimeters. I will connect this one to the ohm scale to measure the resistors, and I will use those two terminals for the digital multimeter, or we call it in this case ohm meters. Connected the resistors terminal. This is the first terminal, and here is the second terminal. Now I connected two terminals here, and the measurement that we read here, it is 510. It's by kilo ohm. So this one is exactly the same scale, the same value that we got it. Okay, so that's the short video how to represent or how to find the resistor's value from the band or the stripe around the resistors. Okay, so see you in next video regarding for installing the series circuit. Thank you.